Hello and welcome to the International School of Traders once again. This is the Wednesday live trading session, and I'm gonna go through some of the things that we are looking at quickly this afternoon. So we've got a bunch of news, a ton of news that we've already seen. South African pound related, and then now this afternoon there is a couple of news that you need to look at. First of all, there's gonna be speeches from the Bank of England, right? Then we are going to see a couple of statement that is going to be the spring statement. And then the Fed Chair Powell will be speaking in the next hour or in the next 57 minutes. That is going to be very, very dramatic. In most cases, it does get dramatic. So let us expect a little bit of news or anything happening, or let's expect the volatility. Let me just put it that way. That's what we're looking at in terms of what's going on today. And then there's new home sales in America, or in America, that will be released at 4 o'clock South African time. Even in Canada, home sales will be released at 2:30 South African time. Do have other news like crude oil inventories that will be at 4:30 South African time. And yeah, those are the things that we need to look at this afternoon in terms of the news and understand what's going on. And then let's look at the trade that we are looking at this afternoon. So we just took a buy. This is a trade here, which we just took a couple of minutes ago to get buy from here, and we're in a little bit of profits here. I believe we should be at least in 1 or 2 pips of profit, if not above that. So why are we buying this? So remember the setup from yesterday. Let's go to a 1 hour time frame, right? So that you understand what I'm talking about. Remember this setup, yesterday's setup, where we are saying, or where we were thinking, what we were discussing is that we're expecting market to push all the way up to these levels over here before changing direction. Well, that is my idea ever since yesterday. And what I'm seeing now is a buy opportunity of this area. Well, we're going to take our profits around these areas over here, but it is, and also looking at Kosnati's structure on the group, on the mentorship group. He spoke about this structure over here, and this is a good buy. This is a trend line over here, indicating the trend. So it may be giving us an opportunity to say, you know what, this is the right time to buy. Even though these are small amount of pips, but we can grab a few pips here and see if we can run with this trade moving forward. This is a beautiful one. Let's see what the Fed chair will be saying later this hour to see what's going on. Okay, cool. So those are the things. That is what's going on the Euro US dollar. We do have let's look at some of the things happening on GBP USD. Let us not miss out on what's going on there. So GBP USD yesterday, we spoke about market reaching this level over here, and market didn't reach this level. This is the level that I was expecting that the market is going to approach and reach, and then start changing from here. I'm still expecting that, even at this moment, even though the market has just given us, a strong impulse on the 1 hour time frame. But I believe that just a slight move towards the top side from here. I can see that the market is not even balanced here. Just slight move, clearing out some sellers who have already come into the area or come to the party. I believe that we can approach this area, which is the 1.33134 area that we're looking at here. So this is a beautiful area that I'm looking at in terms of selling, unless the market continues going towards the downside from here. Well, there's other things that we discussed yesterday, such as EUR-GBP. EUR-GBP is one of the trades that we spoke about yesterday, and our idea was not achieved here, right? So I was looking to see markets going one more time to this area and covering it, then we take a sell. But market didn't reach that area from here, so market continued to go all the way down. Just look at this on a bigger time frame, like 4-hour time frame. This is a trade that we've been looking at for a number of days now, or if not weeks, for a number of days. So I think we should just delete the idea of saying that you want to sell here. Just delete the idea and see if we can take a buy if market approaches this important area over here, which I believe this area is some sort of importance here, just lower than these areas. So buying from these areas will be very important for me. Let me just see. Even though this market is overall bullish on a bigger time frame, but I believe anywhere around this area, which is 78.6 here, is going to be very important. You know, let me just mark this area so that you do not forget about it. This is what I'm talking about. Talking about coming down to this area and then continuing to this level, and then, you know, anything close to this. Okay, cool. So this is what I'm thinking. Let's see how the market unfolds, how the market gives us, you know, how the market continues to the downside. But I believe this is what we should be looking at moving forward. This is what the trade that we spoke about yesterday here. So it's USD CAD. That is the next trade that I want to talk about, which is one of the most important trades that I am looking at. Yes, obviously, most people are probably buying from here, but I think, according to my understanding, according to what I'm looking at, this is my desired point of interest, POI, point of interest. I'm more interested into this area where market is going to clear out these lows, say, hey, start buying from here moving forward. So that is what I'm looking at on a 4-hour time frame. Haven't done anything, a buy limit or anything, haven't done anything here, because I don't want to mess it up, right? Cool. And then we also spoke about NZD USD. Well, NZD USD cleared out some levels which we were looking at yesterday, which are these levels, and I'm not looking to trade this anymore, right? So we can just delete the idea here on NZD USD, and we will look for more opportunities later on, right? Cool. So let's see. Let's look at other opportunities. Let's look at BTC USD. Just want to check out the idea that I spoke about yesterday. And it's true, the market is going down. As I mentioned yesterday, that this is the area we're looking at, and market is expected to go down from here. Yeah, it is true. At the moment, the market is just following that. But you know, what I'm looking at is that because I'm more of a buyer, I love buying, on BTC USD. I love buying. So I'm looking at some areas at lower than this, so that you can buy from here and moving forward. I believe that there is a lot of buying opportunities towards the downside from here. Let me just see, just for confirmation. Yeah, this is the 78.6 level. I believe there's high chance for us to start buying from here. Is there any other opportunities that are out there? Not too sure. Let's look at USD CHF before we close the session. USD CHF is one of the trades that, you know, I think have been some sort of a bully, but I believe at the moment we are on the right side of things. So we've been having markets coming down to this area, you know, bouncing into this area, and it's been a raging market. Yes, market is pushed all the way up, but I believe that from here we need to consider taking a sell towards the downside from here, you know, using this as our target area, and then stop loss towards the top side. Let's look at 1 hour time frame, and I'll confirm some few things. Yeah, I think I'm seeing a couple of information that is useful here. 15-minute time frame. Oh, an hour time frame first. Okay. Yeah, I love what's going on. I think what we should do is put out a sell limit here. No, not here, here. 61.8. Sell limit order, but please pay special attention to 50%. This is where the market is most likely to change direction and continue to its downside. I think a sell limit should be on this right here. So the expectation is that the market is going to continue and then before going towards the downside, right? So that is the expectation at the moment on the 1 hour. This is USD CHF. Yeah, this is my expectation, right? Okay, cool. Now, let's see. I believe we've tackled most of the things that I was looking at this morning, and I've sent some of the things yesterday, some charts. I'm going to send in USDCHF right now, and yeah, so that we can see if we can place that sell limit order right there. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. I would see you on the other side of the withdrawals. Shalom.